Protecting privacy in the digital age, legal, ethical, and practical issues in nursing informatics. Hello, Professor, and thank you for watching. My name is Winston Williams. Today I'll be discussing a critical topic that affects every nurse practicing in a healthcare setting, the intersection of legal and ethical responsibilities in nursing informatics, and specifically, the legal and ethical issues nurses face when working with health information technology. The methods used to protect patient privacy and maintain HIPAA compliance when sharing electronic health data, and the consequences of security breaches, both for patients and for nursing professionals. As nurses, we just don't deliver care, we also manage sensitive information, and in our increasingly digital healthcare systems. Protecting the information is just as important as giving the right medication or documenting the right diagnosis. Legal and ethical issues in nursing informatics. According to Miller, nursing informatics is the science that integrates nursing knowledge with information and communication technology to improve the health of individuals and populations. This means nurses must both be caregivers and responsible users of digital systems. Legally, we are bound by the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or HIPAA, which was enacted in 1996 to ensure the privacy and security of protected health information, also known as PHI. PHI includes anything that identifies a patient, such as their name, diagnosis, lab results, or insurance data, especially when shared electronically. Ethically, we are guided by the American Nurses Association's Code of Ethics. Provision 3 states, the nurse promotes, advocates for, and protects the rights, health, and safety of the patient. This includes the right to privacy. Even with digital tools, we are obligated to uphold patient dignity and confidentiality. For example, if a nurse accesses a patient's record out of curiosity and shares that information, even casually, it is just not an ethical lapse, it's a HIPAA violation with serious consequences. Methods to maintain HIPAA when sharing electronic information. Next, let's look at the practical methods nurses use to protect electronic information, particularly when sharing it among the healthcare team. Miller outlines several key strategies. Secure login credentials. Every nurse must have a unique username and password. Many systems now include two-factor authentication, requiring a second code from a phone or security token. Encrypted communication. Any PHI shared electronically must be encrypted. This includes secure email, encrypted text messaging apps, or messaging features built into the EHR. Nurses should never use personal messaging apps or talk about patients in hallways or elevators. Automatic logouts. If a nurse walks away from a computer without logging out, automatic logout settings help prevent unauthorized access, but it's still best practice to log out manually each time. Audit trails. Health systems monitor user activity through audit trails. These logs show who accessed which records and when, helping catch unauthorized access and protect against internal threats. Let's consider a real-world scenario. Nurse Kelly is documenting on a shared computer in the hospital hallway. She steps away to answer a call and forgets to log out. Another staff member, who is not assigned to that patient, walks by and sees sensitive information on the screen. Even though Nurse Kelly didn't mean to violate HIPAA, the breach still occurred. The patient's privacy was compromised. This is why technical safeguards must be supported by personal accountability. Consequences of security breaches. The consequences of HIPAA violations can be significant. For patients, a breach of their private information may lead to identity theft, stigmatization, loss of employment, emotional distress, and loss of trust in the healthcare system. For nurses, the consequences can include written warnings, job termination, suspension or revocation of a nursing license, fines ranging from $1,000 to $50,000 per violation, and in some cases, even criminal charges. As Miller explains, both international and unintentional breaches are taken seriously, though penalties may differ depending on the severity and intent. For healthcare organizations, a breach can result in lawsuits, government investigations, financial penalties, and permanent damage to the organization's reputation. In conclusion, nurses play a critical role in safeguarding patient information, just as important as our role in administering medications or performing assessments. We must legally informed by understanding HIPAA and privacy regulations, ethically grounded by following the ANA Code of Ethics, and to be technically prepared by using secure systems and best practices in electronic communication. Nursing informatics is just not about using technology, it's about using it responsibly to promote safe and ethical and high quality care. As healthcare becomes more digital, we must become more vigilant. Our patients trust us with their most private information, and it is our duty to protect that trust every time we click, type, and share. Thank you for listening.